Hello and welcome to the New Age Geek channel. If you are new here, we'll build an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Forging Fates, our sober and D&D campaign to the critical world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. What's up, Fists?
What's going on,
What's up, Joe? This is your weekly reminder that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in this community that we are growing together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, surprise, you actually can. Just make sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels and join our Discord, where you'll find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Another friendly reminder is that the best way to help us out is with engagement. So we'd greatly appreciate if you'd watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that these platforms know to share us with everybody else. And speaking of engagement, we'd greatly appreciate if you'd clip any of your favorite moments from the stream, whether that be the happy moments, the sad moments, or maybe even the romantic moments, whatever you like. Beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, so if you are on those platforms, make sure to give us a follow for more geeky goodness.
Twitch Prime is free if you already have Amazon Prime. It awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel here on Twitch. Once per month, you do need to go in and resubscribe to that channel, but it's at no additional cost. Just link your accounts and click subscribe with Prime on that channel. If you're feeling charitable, please subscribe on Twitch. Perhaps gift subscription.
Words?
I got it. Hang on. You ready? We're going to gift subscriptions to others. Cheer using bits, donate via PayPal, and you can check out our Patreon. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
Speaking of sponsors, if you enjoy the music we have going on here on Forging Fates, I highly recommend checking out the Songcraft bot. Songcraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres, and 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But by using our referral code NAG, that's NAG, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the Songcraft bot of your choosing into your server and then hit play and let Songcraft take care of the rest.
And we are partners with Dragon's Nest Delivery. If you don't know what Dragon's Nest Delivery is, it is a D&D shop with a ton of D&D essentials, including dice, apparel, homebrew adventures, and their Nat 20 card series, which we'll be using over on Queer and Present Danger. And they even have a D&D subscription box, which includes dice, candy, one-shot adventures, minis, and a bunch of downloadable content as well. So when you go to checkout, make sure to use our referral code NEWAGEGEEKS, which is all one word, for 18% off of your order. And yes, that even includes the subscription box. So when you check them out, make sure to tell them that we sent you.
Okay. Announcements for the week. I think all we have coming up this week is Queer and Present Danger. Tabletop Misfits had to reschedule because they had a double book themselves. So if I am able to reschedule someone on that date, keep an eye out on our Instagram for that update. Besides that, I don't think there's anything else except the Crit Awards. Crit Awards nominations open tomorrow, and we are eligible for several different, as I get the post up, categories. The things we would like to be considered for are the Goodberry Cafe episodes of Ikigai and Cracker Barrel Has Fallen. Both of those were amazing episodes. You can catch them on our YouTube channel. I believe Jem and Dante were both on the Cracker Barrel Has Fallen episode, which was insanity. Whereas the Ikigai episode was a much more roleplay and emotional episode. You can put us in for Best Legacy Twitch and YouTube channel. We were nominated for Best Upcoming YouTube channel last year, so if you can throw us in and get us in that running for this year for the Legacy category, we'd really appreciate it. Also, both CC and Gem would like to be considered for Best Player for a D&D game for their participation as Finnick and Whisper in Forging Fates. For Best Paizo Player, Gem would like to be considered for that, for her appearance on Wrestle Ultima on the Pantsless Table channel, as well as, and I think this is an obvious one, Gem would like to be considered for Best Makeup and Costume, and I feel like that's a given, considering literally every episode of everything she's ever in, she is in an amazing costume for, so I feel like this is a shoo-in. Gem should really be considered for those things, and I think we can all get behind and support her for that.
100%.
Is there anything, what other categories are there? I know some of you guys may have other things that you want to be considered for or want to shout out.
Best shows. Best character on
Best
Queer and Present
series.
Danger.
Best series. I know CC would love to be considered for best series for QPD. I think Gem has Castleton as her vote for best series.
Forging Fates, maybe.
I mean, we're going against Castleton, so I feel like it's a. I don't know.
We can still say
use
that
our
we
nominations. Yeah,
we can still throw
Also,
our
we-
hat in the ring.
we can't nominate ourselves, but we can nominate
Exactly.
others.
Right. That's right. Exactly. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else, guys? Am I forgetting anything?
Our
Probably.
casting calls.
Yes, thank you so much. We are looking to diversify all of our shows on the New Age Geeks. So if you are a BIPOC creator and would love to appear on either this show or are a BIPOC LGBTQIA plus creator and would love to appear on or be a permanent cast member on Queer and Present Danger, we would love to know about it. Let us know. Shoot either me or CC or Dom or anyone basically a message and we would love to connect with you and get in there and see if we can make you a part of our permanent cast. Forging Fates has seemingly found a couple applicants that are potentially coming in, so we may be closing that process for us, but QPD is definitely looking for more creators that we can have join the show. So message us at either Instagram or Discord, either one, to begin those discussions. That all being said, are we ready, everyone? Then let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates.
Ooh.
And we're back. Okay, so who would like to give us the recap for last emotional episode?
I feel like as the most emotional of us all, it only makes sense.
All right.
So, last session, we played the game that Lorelith offered us. It was a relatively simple game of them giving us riddles and us guessing the time associated with them. Between our wit and also Clover's intuition, we did pretty well. After the game, we decided to head back to the Grinning Cat, where we returned the Time Ember Flame. I still get the name mixed up. Returned it to Avarashar, and in the bath house at the Grinning Cat, we decided to relax. Take some time to ourselves before deciding when we wanted to return back to the material plane. During that time and discussion, we discovered that Clover wanted to stay in the Feywild, which I can't necessarily blame her for. She's got to do what she thought was best. After a little bit further discussion and some emotional goodbyes, we decided to return to just before Samayor attacked Vasselheim, when it was still intact. After even more emotional goodbyes, we were sent back to the material plane, where everything just felt weird. Our heads were racked, memories mixing and flowing, but we were in Vasselheim, still in one piece.
Okay. Yeah, we're in a weird spot here, everyone. Also, CC, can you just check your connections on your mic? We're getting a little bit of like static whenever you were talking. I think it just might be a loose connection. That being said, I'm going to adjust our music here, and oh, geez, we're going to give it to you guys. As we try and figure out what you want to do here. Like, I'll ask first, just for a little clarification, how close to the assault of Vasselheim did you want to get? How much time did you want to give yourselves? Just as a little clarification.
I think we said a couple days before Samayor's attack.
Also, question. This is not something I think I got to ask. This is where I met the Fists of Fate. Well, the day of.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know time's a little wonky, things are a little different. Am I with them? Did I phase in the same city but not with them? Like, do I need to find them?
I will say, Zaryl, what were you doing the day of the assault of Vasselheim?
I had originally came back to the city to find my mother and to confront the head of the Church of Bahamut, because family things.
Yes.
So
I will say, in this moment, you find yourself also on the air dock. Okay. But you had come in on a different ship.
Okay.
But just reappearing into this moment, you see the fists from where you are. And you have all those memories of all the time you've spent together working with them.
Okay. Okay. And I remember them, but so I'm kind of both, like, we haven't done this, but I've done this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Looking up, I'm just gonna go Zaryl, right?
Yes.
You know who I am?
I don't meet a lot of my fans, but nice to meet you.
Wait, so we still remember each other, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
you have
remembers
all of
each
the
other?
memories of everything you've done up to this point, but now you also have this flood of new memories of working as a team without Clover, without Tristan.
Okay.
So is Zaryl just messing with me, or?
I think Zeryl's like, mentally, Zeryl's like, I know them, but I'm just kind of a little afraid, to be honest. So we've been through a lot, and a lot has happened. but also
A
like,
lot.
is this real? Because we were old and now we're not old, and then we got into the thing and then we're back, and it's almost like the feeling of if I move or do anything, it could just all crumble, and I don't know what's real. Kind of, that's where I'm at. So I'm trying to.
Not a fan. Friend.
I don't have many friends, but you look familiar. I'm sure you've been to one of my shows.
Honestly, never seen you perform.
Missing out.
Gormrog, Finnick, Whisper, the Fist of Fate. Well, half of the Fist of Fate.
We're missing people, and are you guys real?
Last time I checked.
Are you guys the real fists? Or
I-
is this like
Are
a
you-
timeline
You want to
thing?
check?
I've never really asked myself if I'm real before.
Yeah, no, that's Whisper.
You do remember. Good.
Okay.
All right. We've got days
So
before the city gets decimated again.
wait,
And
so
I'm going to
we're
look
back.
around.
It worked.
Yeah. Turn around.
I'm gonna close my eyes and like turn around to see the city intact and just take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How much has Vasselheim changed or stayed the same in this new timeline?
Okay, roll it in investigation or persuasion or perception. You kind of decide if you're just giving a quick glance or you're gonna like check all the buildings.
Natural 20. It's not a quick glance. This is I'm looking.
Okay. So, as you kind of look through, you see, as I get all my other notes up, as we go back to my Vasselheim notes, which haven't been used in months.
Right. Jeez.
You look across. You see the Dawn Riders Keep off to the northeast. You see it, as far as you can tell, undestroyed, not destroyed. And there's no holes in the walls or anything like that, which
Ooh.
is something you would have done when you left. You see all the temples that you expect to be there up. You see the walls intact. None of the destruction that was had for when you had your assault against the Dawn Riders. None of that damage seems to be spread across the city.
Now, does that mean the Star Spawn are still here? Or they never were? Still here?
It's a good question.
Okay. And all the temples are still standing. All the city of Vasselheim is still Vasselheim. And not a crater.
Also, the Skyward Seraph is seated behind you. You see it undamaged. What was that, Whisper?
It's our ship. Yeah.
Yep. You see
Our airship, yeah.
You see Captain Alara on the deck, barking orders to the several crew members that you are familiar with, as well as one you're not. There seems to be a halfling that is traversing the deck. She has short brown hair. She's just kind of running back and forth, following orders as they're given out. You see a contingent of wyverns flying over the city, seemingly on patrol. Yes. Finnick?
Where's Goldie?
Goldie at this time would have been on the deck of the ship, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Talon. And as you kind of look back, you see the pair of them up at the bow of the ship, just tucked down, just comfortably in their resting positions.
And more importantly, how are risotto and cilantro?
They seem unaffected by the time travel.
Okay.
I'm just going to let out a quick whistle and try and summon Goldie to my side.
As you whistle, she instantly pops up, her long neck kind of swinging around. She bounds over to you and just takes her position at your side, like a well-trained dog.
And I'm just going to cup the sides of her face.
The snake-like tongue flicks out and gives a little brush against your nose.
Oh, I know this is weird for you, but it feels like it's been ages.
Her head kind of tilts to the side a little bit in confusion.
Yeah, that tracks.
I will call cilantro to me, if I may.
The small dragonette just flies over towards you.
Snakes its tail around my arm as it climbs up on my shoulder.
Just the reunion of animals and their owners.
The only one we're missing is Tater Trot.
So, what do we want to do? Because I know
They're going for the heart.
They're going for the heart.
We know where it is.
Do we set up a trap for her this time?
Or try and
Take
meet
the
her
heart.
outside the city?
Something. I think that the further away from the heart she is, the better.
That's true, because she just kind of like,
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will not lose the city again.
Joe, remind
Yes.
me. When we were in the Titan, at the cavity in its chest, we came down from above. Zaryl came in from one path. Was there also another path that had been taken to get in?
No, well, as far as you know, Semi-Ur entered in and Zaryl followed behind her and tracked her up through that one path. There may be other entrances and other pathways, but you haven't explored that Titan enough, or the corpse of the Titan rather, to know the deeper intricacies of it.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how to strategery this particular thing because I don't know enough.
one thing totally unrelated to that is if we've got like a couple days, right? I need a bowl and I want to cook again.
Oh,
Do you still have the bowl from last time?
No, it gets... When the food disappears, the bowl disappears.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, we have a couple of days. I'm sure we could find one for sure.
Because we still have all those gems, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Cormog, do you still have the water shard?
Do I?
Roll. What do you want to do to test that?
Cantrip. Let me just cast Frostbite on something that doesn't have hit points.
Okay.
Nearby crate. Just
Yep.
Frostbite.
You find a small barrel seated on one of the various places of the airship dock. You hold your hand out and you begin to feel that watery current in your heart flow down your arm. And like frost shooting from your fingertips. You see it spread across the barrel. And you can feel that spirit of freedom that is the water spirit, the water primordial in your soul still.
Yeah. Yeah, I still got it.
Okay. Because about this time we had left to chase after Darius, who had the water shard. So I guess I don't know how much is different now. But yeah, we have a couple of days to prepare, so Whisper, we can get you that bowl.
I still got diamonds.
We can.
Maybe don't use diamonds. Because that could be used for resurrections.
Should we check in with the people that we warned previously, like at the gala?
I mean, you guys said that you guys warned a lot of people and they didn't listen, so I think that you might need to make a little bit more of a fuss.
Do I still have the amulet to cord?
Anything you had before you came back in time, you currently have.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. I mean, also, from what I remember, we do we need a place to rest and be? Your family's estate, is that still a thing, or?
Well, from what Gormrog pointed out, it looks to still be intact, so I don't know if they're still there.
I see that your bracelet is gone. Your chains are gone, right?
Are the chains still there?
Still very much there.
Well, I think that,
Nice
I'm
try.
just gonna like.
dang. I tried.
You tried.
I'm
just gonna like tug down on my sleeve, try and cover them up.
Well, to that, I'm gonna say, I mean, if it's occupied, you might still be able to get some information about what's going on with that.
That's true.
I mean, any information helps. But when it comes to these guys, when it comes to Semior, do we know when she gets here? I mean, I only saw her that day, so I don't even know where she comes in at. Do we have like a, what do we do?
We know she comes from the east because she was coming from Tal'Dorei.
Maybe I think I have an idea. We don't necessarily know exactly where she's going to be, but we just use the city against her. So, what? Put out a warning and have the guards, they see her. Now everybody's face is on her. Now everybody's trying to, be a little bit more cautious of her, and then we can find her and stop her.
Well, I think I might have better sway over the Temple of Cord at this point. And I'm going to pull out the... Hang on.
And lucky for you guys,
Drop props.
lucky for you guys, I'm still pretty well known. So it's good for you.
Yeah, if we can stir up a bigger fuss.
That's cool. That's super cool.
And is there, if you know off the top of your head, Joe, how many entrance points to Vasselheim are on the eastern side of the city?
So, yeah, how many entrance points? So
How many ways to enter the city from the east are there?
yeah, okay. So coming from the east, when you come from both, the only way to get to Vasselheim is to come into the port, which is south of Vasselheim. They have to land at the port that is south of Vasselheim, and it's about a day's journey up, about 8-hour journey, I'll say, up from that port into Vasselheim. It comes in through the south entrance. The airship dock comes in more towards the central region of Vasselheim, towards the quad roads, where there's the center area. There is a bit of an airship dock there that kind of comes in for VIPs. Most other things that are coming into the city come in through the south entrance, and there is a north entrance that leads up to the northern area, but it is a much smaller entrance because typically it is just meant to let people out and to run supplies up to the Frostfang Citadel.
Okay. So we don't know if she was traveling by sea or by air, but we do know she was traveling quickly.
I will say you do know she is traveling by sea. That was something that
By
was
sea?
established earlier in the
Okay.
on.
If we want to try and meet her at the port, I know it's about a day's journey from the southern port to Vasselheim.
So you want to stop her before she even gets here?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
What if we miss her? What if she's disguised?
But aren't you able to sense the blades?
That's
As I
true.
look at both Whisper and Gormrog.
That's true.
I'm gonna kind of focus in on Whisper and see if I can sense the blades in her.
Roll a perception check for me.
Perception? What is my perception? I don't even remember. +3, 18.
Yeah, you can feel the vibration coming from Whisper.
It's been a while, but I can. Yeah.
So I feel like that would be the best way to track her.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless
But
you.
we still have time to prepare.
Okay. You need a bowl.
hmm
We could probably
And
use
a
some
jeweler
backup.
who can put the gems on the bowl, like we did with the Herringon.
Okay.
We should stock up on healing potions and
Probably a good idea.
possibly other potions.
I got a lot of money.
Do you?
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
Why?
because they're looters.
I mean, I have a decent amount. More than I've ever had in my life, but
They got more money than me.
So if I'm remembering this timeline right, you guys have traveled back to the moment you guys arrive in Vasselheim then, correct? If I'm understanding this timeline right?
No, it's a couple days before Samir's attack, so we never left to...
Go to the beach.
We never left for Shamal Bay.
Got it. Okay. All right. I was just trying to remember who would be on the airship at that point.
We we need to
Healing potions, bowl.
yeah, what else? Backup?
Cooler.
Backup would be great. I just remember really struggling to get people to believe us before or care. So I have a little less confidence there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could probably hit up the Temple Accord, see if they got anybody they're willing to spare. Because defending Vasselheim is kind of a big deal. And as a follower of Cord, I may have a little more sway over that.
Mhm.
I think I might be able to help with that. Not just because I'm super cool and everybody loves my music, but my mother and my father and my grandfather. So yeah.
And what
You-
about them?
Family what?
Okay, so I don't think you guys know this about me, but my mother is pulls up information from brain.
Gotta remember your own lore.
Yeah, I mean, not like I got here and then my whole lore was blown up on the first day or anything like that.
And also, it is very confusing right now because there's all these things in my head that like I didn't do.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of stuff is kind of hazy. I'm not really prepared to break that down yet.
My mother is a high status with the followers of Palor.
Lincia.
Is it what?
Lincia is her name.
Yeah, Lincia. My mother, Lincia. She's a cleric, nun, at the followers of Palor. And my father
James.
is
Such a normal name comparatively.
Hold on. My father is
James.
well, I guess he would be now. It's James, and his father is
Victor.
grandfather, and he is the high priest of the Church of was it
Palor.
Come on, brain, you can do it.
Palor.
Bahamut.
Palor. It's all Palor.
Is it all Palor?
Yep.
Bet. Cool.
I don't know anything about gods, so
Yes, Palor. Yes. Wait.
Just go to our DMs and scroll all the way to the top. It's in there.
Why did you do this to me?
Pin
I
it.
mean, if you're able to hold some influence, that might not be a bad idea.
Well, about that.
wait.
Whisper.
Go ahead. Remember the monster hunting guild?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have money. What if we hire them?
Oh shit, yeah. How much
That's
money
smart.
do you have that you can hire
Yeah.
Slayer's take?
How much do they charge?
I don't know.
I guess we don't know.
I have a lot of money,
Yeah.
but don't tell everybody because I don't want to get robbed.
Well, I mean,
All right. How about this? We start out with shopping. Then we go to the temples. Then we go to the Slayer's take. Cool?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Can
Zero.
we throw in food somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Absolutely. What are you in the mood for?
Meat.
Meat. Okay. I heard this Vasselheim has some pretty good burritos.
Wow.
As it is written.
I have spoken.
So first, bowl and
Mhm. Yeah.
we'll find
Potions.
potions and a jeweler.
Yeah, I remember them not having a lot of potions in the city because they were using it
Mhm.
for other stuff,
Mhm.
with like the Inquisition and stuff. Maybe time travel made me smarter.
I think experience made you smarter, but
I have to tell you guys one more thing.
uh-huh.
So, small inconvenience.
Uh.
My father and grandfather don't know that I exist. So, how about those burritos?
Whoa.
You- Do you,
So many questions.
I mean,
Yeah. It's a little rough out here. A little rough.
Do
But
you
it's okay.
want them to not know you exist?
Well, you know, I need them now. I wanted them to know because they're corrupt, and that was the whole reason for me coming back to this city anyway, so I could expose them. The people need help, and the leaders that are leading them now are not doing their job. So, kind of the reason why we have all this lethargy. I mean, the first time you guys came and told them that somebody was going to come destroy the city, I figured somebody should have listened or looked into it, but you know.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Finnick.
What? Yes.
Wyvern riders.
Yeah.
We got to get them too.
Whisper, do you have enough money for wyverns?
No. We don't need to pay them.
I'm sure we can talk to them.
Okay. All right. So
Walking and talking.
Yeah.
burritos, burritos,
What?
bowls, jewelers, peace clerics, and then wyverns.
Let's start with burritos, because
Gotcha. Down.
a hangry whisper is a
Dangerous.
chaotic whisper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a place on the east.
Yep. You guys
I
find
don't know.
burritos.
Yep.
I'm not gonna get into this. We're not gonna do.
They're like as
we're not
big
gonna
as your
do
forearm.
We're not gonna do food orders right now.
They take a tape measure, they measure your forearm, and they
Got
make
it.
you a burrito that size.
That'd be awesome. Why doesn't that does that exist? As it should.
There's actually a spot in Kentucky called Burritos as big as your head.
Enough. Focus,
Wow.
people. Focus. All right.
Locked in.
Really quick question. Zero, what do you look like right now? Because remember you changed your look
Yeah,
for
I
us?
look like how I used to look.
Yeah.
What was it? Dark hair,
Mm-hmm.
dark jet black hair, and I don't even know what I look like. What I used to look like.
Yeah, because you were hiding like your celestial stuff, right?
Yeah. So it was like dark black hair and like
Just
Yeah, I
describe
think that was
however you want Zara to look right now.
So his skin is purple, his hair is pink.
Love it.
Hate it.
Fabulous.
Hate it. Short black hair. Short black hair.
Mhm.
Makes the transformation so much more better. You know, short black hair, kind of tannish skin, you know, regular brown eyes. Nothing super spectacular, but pretty nice clothes though, because bard stage presentation.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe if you want your dad to like help us and stuff, you can like just show your like glowing hair and stuff, and be like, "Hey, I've got a
Yeah,
message from Baylor,
there's that.
and I'm
There's that.
holy," and maybe they'll accept you.
Maybe. Well, I don't think my grandfather would like that very much. He's the one that cast my mother out. So he knows that there's a child, but my father doesn't. And they're one of the noble houses, so yeah. I never actually thought I'd get the chance to do what I came here for, and now I think I'm a little afraid.
Well, you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah, okay. And I think what's more convincing than one, you know, prodigal ASMR son? A prodigal ASMR son that has another ASMR friend, and a cool, punchy friend, and another a whisper, because nobody else has a whisper.
That's true. One of a kind.
Let's do it. I'm down.
So, first point of order is the bowl.
Bowl.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoever's leading this expedition, go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
Hey, Finnick and Zero lived here.
Guidance.
Oh,
Yeah, I
guess
figured
could- I
since
guess I could roll.
All right, roll at advantage, Zero.
Advantage. Okay. Please remind me what that word means.
Roll
two d20s, take the higher.
Thank the Lord, because that first one was a natural one.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
4.
Then add your investigation.
Oh, add my investigation.
And then roll a d4 and add that too.
8. And then you said what? Roll a d4.
Yes, because
add it.
Finnick gave you guidance.
11.
Okay. It takes you a little over an hour to eventually find something that may or may not have. Are you looking for just? Let me rephrase that. Are you looking for just a bowl, or are you looking for something from a shop that may have a little bit extra?
I am looking for. It would be great if the gem was already inside of it, then we could skip the jeweler. So if I find a gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold, then that would be great. But we already have the gem, so just a bowl would be fine too.
Does it have to be made out of anything specific?
Nope.
Nope. Then it is easy enough to find a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a wooden bowl. Wonderfully wooden bowl. Not well crafted with an 11. It is a bowl.
I think, honestly, that suits Whisper better.
How much is it?
A fucking silver piece. Not even. It's a copper piece. I'll take it back. It's a copper piece.
Maybe you should get a couple.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
That just means you'll have to put way more gems in it to make it worth 1,000 gold.
All right.
All right, and Ms. Bolmega, can you point us in the direction of any healing potions, shops with potions, apothecaries, etc.?
Yes. You can either go to my friend Whisperwinds. She's just up the road a bit. The Herbalist Haven is the name of the shop that you're looking for. Or you can visit the Alchemist's Apothecary for Alara, though she's kind of pretentious. But that's just up a little bit more.
All right, thank you very much.
Finnick, roll me a perception check for me.
Oh, joy.
Joy, happy, joy.
Happy, joy, joy. That's a natural 20
Okay.
Nice.
for a total of 21.
Wow.
You notice a very familiar half-orc. Walking down the street, a little bit older, rugged appearance, kind of this steely gaze across his eyes, muscular frame, just covered in scars. Dark hair cropped short, heavy armor, and this massive warhammer slung behind his back. The emblem of the Dawn Riders emblazoned across his chest.
Hmm.
This
Mhm.
is Thorn, the enforcer, the chief enforcer of the Dawn Riders. Someone you hadn't seen the last time you were part of this time, but you do remember him from your childhood. He was a very let's say
Active
active
participation.
participant. Yes, that's a great way to word it. Active participant in the dealings of your parents.
Okay.
Mhm. I immediately like my shoulders like crumple inwards. I step behind Gormrog and I'm just clutching the back of your shirt tightly.
Okay.
Does he seem to have noticed me?
Oh, I think I broke my chair. Let's see. Yeah. You notice, as you notice him, he's kind of just scanning around as he walks, just observing things, and as you motion and move behind Gormrog, his attention snaps towards you and catches the glimpse of you as you duck behind. And that's where we're going to call our break.
No.
Oh.
God damn it.
We'll be back in a couple minutes, everyone. See you geeks soon. And we're back. Hello, welcome back, everyone. Okay. With that being said, Finnick, you notice Thorn, and Thorn notices you as you hide behind Gormrog. What are you guys doing?
I see Finnick do the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I trace her eyes to where she's tracing.
Yeah.
I would like to uh use my intimidation to make him look away, to see like this is not what you looked at. So you're looking at me and you're looking over here, and I don't like it.
All right. He begins to walk towards you. Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check there, Zyril, as
Okay.
you try to take up this defensive posture.
Well, good thing that I have a high intimidation because I rolled a 1.
Nice. Nailed it.
No!
I rolled a 1, but my intimidation is 13, so that's 14.
It's still a natural one. So
Yeah.
you see this hulk of a, which even for you, Gormrog, this person kind of towers over you almost as he makes his way over in this heavy armor, clanking, and steps towards you, kind of tilting ahead to look behind you. Lady Finnick, is that you?
No, my name's Gormrog. Not a lady.
I get that. I'm talking to the young lady behind you.
I don't like that.
What do you want?
Just gonna put my hand out defensively to just kind of block off Finnick.
It's been some time, Finnick. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
We haven't seen you in a while at the keep. What are you? Who are these people? Why are you okay?
I'm gonna step in front and say, "Oh, I'm her new manager. Nice to meet you." And I'm gonna put my hand out.
He kind of grips your hand, shakes it. Thorn,
Ooh, nice.
nice to meet you too.
As long as you're not in my side.
I was
That was a good one. I like that one.
I watched out for Finnick as she was a kid.
Oh, did you? That's nice.
We
I'm watching out for her
appreciate that.
these days. So, how do you know her other than watching out for her?
Well, I know her parents and Finnick. Why are you being weird, Finnick? Are these people threatening you? Are you here
No.
against your will? What's going on, Finnick? Do you remember the safe word?
I'd appreciate it if you
Finnick,
left now.
as he asks for the safe word and you don't give it back, he pulls out his hammer.
These are my friends.
What's the safe word, Finnick? He's gonna go ahead and swing at you, Gormrog.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
That is my armor class.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. That's even higher, so it hits.
I'm giving advantage to Gormrog on his next roll.
Sure. You take what is it? Take 19 bludgeoning damage and another 6 radiant damage as his hammer slams into you. There's this bright burst of radiant energy, pushing you 5 feet to the side away from Finnick. He kind of reaches a hand out towards you, Finnick. Come on, let's go. I'll get you back to the keep.
I intercept. and look at Finnick. Am I hitting this guy?
As you begin to intercept, my eyes are just going to flash a little bit, and this silvery sort of glow is slowly going to start to crackle a little bit as I just shout, "No!" while looking at Thorn.
As you say that, those memories of a life you don't remember living dance in the back of your mind. And the words apple trees push forward.
Apple trees.
As you say that, his swing having just hit Gormrog, he instantly lets go of the hammer and it slams down to the ground, hilt up. So you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. All right. I've never seen these people before, and I was just worried about you. That's all. I mean, this is...
Can I insight check this guy?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
While that's happening, I'm just going to put in, I'm using wholeness of body and regaining 30 hit points.
Okay.
For insight, that's going to be a 28.
He is genuine in his concern for you. There is a almost paternal concern, like someone who has watched you grow up your entire life, and he is worried about you in this moment.
Listen, Thorn, right?
Yeah, sorry, I was just worried. I didn't mean it. I can give you a little bit of healing if that helps.
Already took care of it. My name's Gormrog.
Thorn.
We are here with her.
She didn't say the words, so I was just worried.
I'm not fighting you because she said no.
Well, she said the
Please
code words, so that's why I'm not fighting you anymore.
Please recognize that we are here with her, not against her.
Yeah, she said the words, so you're good, Finnick. I mean...
Are they alive?
Or who alive?
Her parents.
My parents.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be?
Looked at her and goes, wow, so you are good for something. What did you call yourself? Twig? Sorry. No. Leaf? No. Sprig? Nope, that's not it either. What is it?
Thorn.
Not important. But now that we know that her parents are alive and she's okay and we're here to take care of her, I think that we should get a move on because we got a lot of stuff to do. And as her manager who cares about her and doesn't go around swinging giant weapons at people that they don't know, even though I do care about her, I think that we can move on. So, what is it again? Yeah. Not important. Anyway, thank you. Gorm, I think it's time for us to get on. We got a lot of stuff to do before, the end of the world. So, we'll be seeing you sometime.
Should we mention that to him as a member of the thingy?
I mean, if he acts up, I could just put his soul in a cage.
No, I mean, can we put him on our side?
Oh.
You guys are still right in front of me. This doesn't do much to cover what you're saying, just as a...
It's fine.
I'm right here.
All right. So, real quick, you're fighting type person with healing type stuff thrown in.
That's a weird way to word that, but sure. I am a devout cleric of the Dawnfather. Yes.
Cleric, cool.
Cool.
How big is your army?
Oh,
I feel
Cormorant,
like
please
Finnegan
take
knows
the
this
number
already.
8 first.
The Dawn Riders.
We've been through a lot. Some things have gotten a little fuzzy up here.
Dawn Riders are the premier defensive force of the city.
We're gonna need it.
Is this true, Finnick?
Yeah.
Does Jether
Nobody
and
knows yet.
Ekra know, or
No. Probably don't even know we're here. We just arrived by that airship. So, oh wait, we're not at the docks. Disregard that. We just arrived recently, running from a force to regroup to then fight on this ground instead of that one. Probably just destroyed Westrune and is on her way here by boat.
does this
Yeah.
have to do with your pilgrimage, Finnick? I don't understand. You've
Wait,
only been
what?
gone a little bit amount of time. I mean,
What are you? None of this makes sense. Pilgrimage?
what's not making sense, Finnick? I think we need to get you to the keep. We need to make sure that your memories haven't been tampered with by some dark forces.
Or maybe she's
You
just really
see him
tired and you could be a
eye
little
the
bit
rest of
more
the party.
forthcoming with the information, Mr. Pokey Stick.
I'm really concerned about you, Finnick. I don't trust these people. I'm worried that your memories
I
have been
trust
altered.
them with my
Yes,
life.
I've known you since you were a child. Please, can we get you back to the keep so we can
Well, I
ensure that
brought
your
her back
memories
to
haven't
life.
been affected?
Doing that.
I will stop by later if it means you will just listen.
I'm listen. Anything you need to say, Finnick, I'm here to listen. Please.
So what
I'm just
Cormog
worried
just
about
said,
you.
that's all true.
She's coming here. She's gonna revive the Titan.
It's gonna
She's
blow up
gonna
the
destroy
city.
the city.
Nothing.
Okay.
Big hole. No sword. No thorns. Nothing.
Okay. I will get the Dawn Riders ready, obviously, and we'll gather
Cool.
our forces, but Finnick is my concern here.
Yep.
Oh, God. There's not gonna be anything left if you don't hop to it, Brig.
Thorn, just listen, please.
I'm listening, Finnick.
fine.
Whatever you need.
I'm gonna look at Whisper and
I'm-
go, am I being ignored?
You keep saying my name wrong, so I'm assuming you're just trying to be a jerk. So I'm going to ignore you because Finnick has asked me to not kill you. So I'm going to not do that right now.
Hey, man.
I'm reminded
Don't
so
end up-
much of Bramble Thorn Whisper.
You know, don't end up in a sack like a wizard. Call back.
I don't get that reference, but okay. Finnick, where are you staying tonight? Are you coming back to the keep, or are you going to stay somewhere else?
I'm gonna stay somewhere else for now.
Okay, can I at least send
But-
guards to watch over wherever you're staying?
I look towards the rest of the group.
The
Do
other
it,
gods.
do it
I'm
for
like
me.
this.
Finnick, do it for me. I don't know these people. For my own concern, please just allow me to at least send 2 people to watch over you.
Can I use Charm Person on him? 'Cause
One-
he's getting on my nerves.
One person max.
Fine. I'll send Arius, okay? He's the best we have. He'll watch over you. And you recognize that name as well. He is the chief strategist for your parents.
It's like Darius without the D.
Thank you.
Chief strategist, you said?
Yes. Responsible for planning and executing the Dawn Riders' missions, ensuring that their actions align with the organization's goals and objectives. A human, you would recognize him through his blue eyes and the crimson and gold armor he wears.
Hmm.
Where can I send them? Where should I have Arius meet you?
We haven't decided where we're staying yet.
I'll send you a sending.
Roll a persuasion check,
Okay.
because he is very concerned with your well-being right now.
16. Wait. Yeah, 16. I can do math.
Until I can get him here, are you fine if I trail along with you? I'll stay back. I won't interrupt you in whatever it is you're doing. I just want to make sure you're protected while you're in the city.
I guess I'm game as long as he doesn't talk or swing a big sword.
Hammer.
Whatever.
If we can hold on to the hammer.
Anything you need, Finnick. He kind of picks up the hammer and holds it out to you.
Oh my god.
I grab it.
What's up with this guy? Come on.
I don't know.
Hey, Thorn. I think Finnick's cold. Do you think she can borrow your shirt?
Do you want my cloak, Finnick?
Yeah, Finnick, do you want the cloak?
I'm a little uncomfortable with this.
I'm fine for now.
Well, if you need anything, let me know, Finnick. I'll be back here.
Actually, to that point, health potions.
How many did you
You're a
need?
cleric, right? How many can you spare?
At the keep, we have 20 of the basic variety.
Well, you don't want to give something basic to somebody you're trying to protect, so I
Well,
think...
if there's just whatever it is you need, I can gather some of our more
When you
advanced
send
potions.
Arius, it would be appreciated if you send health potions with him for us.
And a snack. This Finnick's gonna be hungry.
Finnick, I'm sorry. I apologize. I've been very disrespectful. I'm just surprised to see you after a few years. Lady Swanda, is that your command?
Swanda?
Yes, Wanda. Is that your command?
You see me wince a little bit at hearing the name. And I send the health potions with Arius.
Are we dead naming Finnick on the Trans Day of Visibility?
I don't even like that as a joke.
Damn.
Sorry.
I'm so confused.
Set a boundary.
So am I.
And please call me Lady Chrysel.
You see him kind of look towards Gormrog in that moment. Is there something
That's-
I should warn your parents about before?
I'm gonna look at him and go,
That's not my last name. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
There you go.
I, I'm a little confused as to the situation.
You're confused. I'm fucking confused, bro.
We're all confused. But one thing we're not confused about is the giant Titan is going to come alive and destroy the city, and we need to stop that from happening again.
Oh, I get that. I'm on board with whatever you need, Lady Chrysella. But can we come to some sort of agreement? Like, come back to the keep. We can get things settled and understand the plan of attack for whatever information you seem to have gathered that puts us at risk. I'm lost here.
okay,
I
Born, Mr. Man. I'm gonna put it real simple, like, so you can grasp it. We need to save the city. We have been through a lot in the past. I'm gonna look at Gormog and go, 80 years. And we're
77.
70, something like that. But we don't have a lot of time, and we have to stop this from happening, or
Right.
everybody dies.
I get that.
Everybody.
What can we do to help? I'm here for
Go
Lady
get-
Chrysella. I'm invested. I don't know what I can do. I'm bringing health potions. That doesn't seem like a lot. You need the army. I'm happy to provide it, but we need information because there's a disconnect happening here.
One step at a time.
Okay, Lady Chrysella. 24 hours.
what
I'll see you-
information?
What's the
24
plan?
hours.
Okay. Do we have that time? How long do we have?
We have a couple days.
Okay.
Arius is your strategist.
No, Arius is not the strategist.
Yes,
Yes.
he is.
He is
You
the
just-
strategist. That's exactly what I just said. Yes.
Okay.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
Right.
We'll make sure the information gets to you. Right now, we have other people to contact in addition to the Dawn Riders. You're not the only force in this city that we have ties to.
Question. Thorn. How influential could you be in putting the city on high alert?
Well, considering we have the largest standing army in the city.
So if we were to like give you a description or like a photo of someone that may potentially destroy the whole city and maybe the world, you know,
I can disseminate that to our forces, yes.
put that image out.
All right.
Right. Looking at Gormarog like,
Can you show a picture of my cousin then? Can you minor illusion some sort of image spell?
let me see.
I don't know how magic works, but I can't do it, and I'm not the best at drawing.
Huh.
I can. I don't. CC talking. I don't have minor illusion, but Finnick will speak up. Like, I can try drawing her.
What skill does that fall under?
That'd be a cantrip or
Would be one of your
No,
spells.
I mean like drawing.
drawing.
Dexterity,
Dexterity.
typically,
I
or charisma, but I think that depends on Joe.
Yeah.
What is that?
You can do a performance check.
Performance? Okay.
Oh,
I will-
performance.
Oh.
I'll let Zero handle
Okay.
this.
See, go ahead.
Guidance.
Okay, I can roll for
Here's
that.
here's some paint and here's a piece of paper.
I'll give
Thank
you
you.
advantage because Whisper's helping you out.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So,
Just
2d20.
Huh?
2d20, take the higher.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, now add your performance.
Don't laugh at me.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And then add a d4.
Hold on. 18 and 13 is what? I'm not doing small math.
31.
30 plus the little D.
Don't even
Four.
just picture perfect.
D4.
It's like a photograph.
Oh no! I want my extra. I want my extra little point because it might be the only thing I get to roll good in these next coming days. 3.
So
34.
34. Nice.
Picture perfect drawing of
Shading and
of
everything.
Semi-Yor, yeah. You've got the little like birthmark on her face. Perfect.
Her name is Semi-Yor. She's a half-orc. She is so tall. She is...
Yeah.
This is her
Majestic.
armor. This is her...
I'm drawing her with slightly more nuance of like what people would find not like unsettling with that little uncanny valley type thing. Just little bits of there, so people
Little
just look
deadness
like,
to the
oh.
eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she always looks pissed off, and I add on like just a extra frown to the face.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
hey, speaking of drawn-on faces, do you still have Jimmy Jim?
Yes.
Just checking.
Yeah, he's in my bag. It's just we have been dealing with big things, and he is more of a fun thing.
Oh, okay.
Like the wizard in the sack. Looks like Cormorant.
Mm, So many jokes, so little time.
Anyways,
Semi-Yor, disseminate this among the Dawn Riders. This is the enemy. She's coming by boat.
he looks towards you, Finnick, for confirmation.
I just nod my head.
It takes that.
Hydrate.
Takes that acknowledgement
Thank you.
and goes ahead and you see him grab a messenger that just kind of is running down the street, grabs him, slips him a few gold, and begins to send that information off towards the Dawn Riders while keeping an eye on you from a distance.
Hate that. Anyways,
Your babysitter is really uncomfortable. I can see why you ran away.
Oh, wait, so is he a bad guy or a good guy? Because I was ready to bite his ankles, but didn't know. That was confusing.
I don't think any of us are clear on that right now.
You know, I haven't firebolted anybody at point blank range in a long time, Finnick.
I would hold off on that. I'm so confused by everything that's going on.
Also, what's up with that name? Who's that?
That's my old last name. It's my
Last name? Like maiden name? Like you got married to somebody and now you have a different name?
Sometimes you don't like your old name and you don't want to be associated with crappy family.
So it's a
What she
made up
said.
name.
It is a chosen name.
chosen name of.
Mm.
Yeah.
Finnick
So much to tell you,
Crissell.
so little time.
Yep. That is the only name you got to be worried about. Is Finnick Crissell.
Okay.
So now where are we headed?
Jeweler.
Yeah, jeweler.
Jeweler?
Bueller.
Mm.
Jeweler.
Okay, easy enough. You find yourselves in the Curious Curio. I'm not sure if you guys have visited here before, but the halfling individual behind the counter kind of pops up as you all enter in. Good. What is it? Let's go afternoon. Good afternoon. But welcome to the Curious Curio. What can I do for you?
Can you, or while we're walking there, can we have looked through the bag to find the gem that we're
Yeah.
gonna use?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Okay. Because I don't have the inventory, so I don't know which
We need gems worth about 1,000.
thousand.
I do have a question. Did you
Yeah.
guys get the inventory from Taz? Well, thanks. Taz might have had.
Well, because when we looted in the Feywild, we just scooped everything into my bag
Okay.
of holding.
All right, cool.
Right.
Do you need me to give? You
So-
still have that or no?
I would appreciate a refresher.
Hang on. Wait.
Wizard in the sack.
I'll resend that in the group chat.
We'll deal with him
QPD.
later.
I'm so excited about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's some good stuff.
I don't know that I have it in the book. I think I ripped it out.
But I know we also got a bunch of gems from the cave that Seraphina was in.
Mm.
We've got a bottle stopper cork in gold leaf worth 750. We've got silver longsword and gems worth 750, and a gold dragon comb with red gem eyes worth 750.
I got an emerald. That's worth 1,000.
Perfect.
Could we use the emerald?
If you ask nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll make you good food.
All right, that's fair. Emerald.
So, just this one emerald in the bowl? You want me to insert it? Is there somewhere in particular you'd like me to put it, or just?
I don't really care about what it looks like.
Oh,
But
come on! You don't care what
just-
it looks
oh,
like?
I'm more about efficiency and
I can-
functionality.
I can tell the outfit.
Hey.
I'm not
Maybe-
insulted.
It's a very
maybe you-
utilitarian outfit that they have
Oh
going
my
on here.
god. Maybe you can put a little bit of your artistic flair on it.
Oh
You know?
my
As long
God.
as it's fast. How fast can you do this?
Do you want it right or do you want it fast?
I want it both.
Sure.
Oh,
You
you see them get
heard
out this
Val.
file tool and just start digging out the center of the wooden bowl.
Oh, okay.
They grab a little bit of glue, squeeze it into the center, place the emerald in the middle of it. That's what you wanted? Yes.
And burn the edges.
Is it
burn
going to
the
stay there?
What's up, Finnick?
Oh, I was just gonna say, while this is happening, I want to look at the other wares that he has.
Sure.
But- As long as the bowl will work for the spell, that's top priority.
Sure. Let me just get up.
And do you also have jeweler's tools? Because I like your work and would love to try my hand.
Sorry,
Roll a-
that was
roll a
Dom
either
laughing.
persuasion or deception check, depending on what Whisper actually feels like in this situation.
Okay. What you said, persuasion or deception?
Yep.
All right.
the forced. I like your work.
Yeah. She's not getting jeweler's tools. That was a nat 1
Oh,
on deception for 3.
Yeah. Um, he just kind of looks at you and is like, as he just holds the glue down, the emerald down in the glue, a little bit of it like peeling out from the edges, and just it's not attractive. But he holds the ball down as you axe that Gorm rug and just shakes it. Yeah, it'll stay. A gold piece.
And no on those jeweler's tools then?
No,
Oh, okay.
you crude, disgusting woman.
Wow.
As you look around, Finnick, you see this cloak, kind of greenish, like a greenish blue. It's got this long, like the hood kind of comes up and it's this long sash that comes down to this long cloak. As you walk near it, you see kind of just like unnaturally begin to float almost and blow in the wind that you don't feel.
I already know
Love
what that
this.
is.
The
love
best
it.
D&D item.
You see this like shard of this dark crystal-like gem that you're not quite sure what it does. One thing that really does catch your eye is this small like gem that looks almost like an eyeball. It's got this almost cat-like slit down it as the colors kind of explode around it, looking off in an unknown direction. And
Interessante.
you see another this large cone-shaped hat, these golden crescent moon and stars kind of etched across it, and just various other trinkets and accoutrements. But those are the four things that kind of really catch your eye.
Okay. I have attuned to my full 3 slots, so I don't know that I could use the brooch of shielding that you gave me, Finnick.
Yeah.
Do you want that back?
I mean, if you're not going to use it, you could always sell it.
Are you comfortable with that? It was a gift from you.
Of course. I mean, I gave it to you because I thought you would get use out of it, but if you're not able to, I would not be hurt if you got rid of it.
Zarl and Whisper, do either of you want a magic item that could provide you with resistance to force damage and immunity to the magic missile spell?
Why not?
I'm already fully attuned. I've actually got a. Well, no, never mind. I don't want to give my robe away, but I had to take my robe off.
I mean, I have my ethereal blade that to ever get to.
You got a what?
Huh?
You got a what?
Ethereal harmony blade.
Little
Little thing.
Cool. Yep.
In the back pocket.
Love that.
Yeah. Pretty cool item.
Yeah. Zaro's only attuned to one item.
Yeah. I give my other item to Finnick.
Oh, do you want that back, by the way?
The ring? I mean, are the voices? Well, I mean, I guess we're past the voices, aren't we?
Are we?
Yeah. I mean, the call is coming from inside the house. I mean,
I'm not attuned to it currently.
I'm sorry. The message of sending is coming from inside of the key.
There you go.
Well done.
Yeah.
But
I guess I'll just try and get information on these items and then.
Sure. What do you want to ask about first?
That eye-looking thing.
Ah, yes, that is the Ursat's eye.
Ursat's.
That's what I said, Ursat's.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose an eyeball or decide to take one out, this is able to replace that for you. I don't know why I got very witchy on this. I'm an old halfling. So.
And
very
this
practical. Very
hat?
demure. The hat? It's a wizard's hat.
It's the
Are
thing
you
that,
a
Toby
wizard?
has.
Not quite.
Well, if you were a wizard, you may be able to cast spells through the hat and use it as a magical focus, and maybe even learn a spell you don't know.
I'll pass on that, thanks.
Well, your loss, my gain.
Do you have any diamonds for sale?
I
Oh,
may.
yeah, diamonds. Worth
In-
400 gold? Or,
Oh,
hold up. Hold up.
I have a diamond worth
Please hold.
100 gold. And I have a bit of diamond powder, which may...
Why do we need diamonds?
I need diamonds worth 300 gold.
Well, I can give you 100 gold worth of diamond, plus another hundreds
Hmm.
of diamond powder.
I have 4
It's
diamonds.
not gonna work.
You have 4?
But
Yes.
then we should be okay.
Should be
Why do we
alright
need
for
the
now.
diamonds again?
Revivify.
Okay, well. Okay, alright.
Thank you for your time.
I saw your eyes on that cloak. Are you sure it's not something you'd like?
What does the cloak do again?
It
It
makes
billows.
you look fabulous.
Other than that, because clearly
all it
I
does.
don't need help with that.
That's all it does.
That's all it
I'll
does.
take it.
25 gold.
Will you take
Oh,
20?
You know what? I'll pay for it,
Really, Finnick?
of course.
Okay.
You're the
So you
best.
now have a cloak of billowing. As a bonus
Oh.
action, you can make it billow for 1 minute.
I kind of love that. That eats. Oh, man. Ugh. Woke up billowing. That is everything.
That is Zaro coded.
That is so recoded.
Oh man,
What else do we need to do? Go to
Uh,
Temple of
you got your
Cord
bowl?
next?
Cord? Yeah, we could do that.
Cord.
All right. To the Temple of Cord.
Okie dokie. All right. As you make your way over there, crossing through the quad roads, you notice the city is peaceful. You haven't noticed any inquisitors thus far, or anything that would even remind you of them having a presence in the city. There is a lightheartedness almost to everyone, as if they haven't been held under the thumb of the Inquisition, which is something you noticed very obviously the last time you were here. But as you make your way through the quad roads, eventually finding yourself towards the Temple of Cord, you enter in. The temple, quiet as you are used to. The torches lit up down the long hallway that leads towards the proving grounds. The sand pit in the center of the temple that Gormrug, you are at least a little bit familiar with.
Yeah.
And as you begin to trek down the hallway, your footsteps muffled against the stone and sand that kind of courses up it. The first thing you see as you pull towards the center is a small girl. You see a young woman wearing dark grayish blue robes. Her hair cut short. A look of tension and focus across her young face as her chestnut hair just comes to just above her ears. You see pointed ears coming up to greet it. You see this luminous green eyes kind of flash towards you with this intense stare as she looks towards you. You see her begin to move towards you, the wraps of cord fastened tightly against her wrists and arms. You see a symbol of cord hanging from her neck. And something strikes you familiar about this young woman, this young girl. Whisper, you hear the faintest laugh in your head from Vitalis.
Is this the girl who used to have Vitalis?
You see a version of Seraphina standing before you.
That's her name, Seraphina.
She clasps her hands in front of you and bows deeply. What has brought you to the Temple of Cord?
I will mirror her greeting and say, strange as it is, there's a large threat coming to Vasselheim, and we seek the aid of Cord and Cord's followers. Do you lead this temple?
No, I am but a mere disciple of Cord. She kind of tilts her eyes up to look towards you, Whisper. Have we met before, Mistress? Something about you strikes familiar.
I don't think we have.
I apologize. And she dips down lower, tilting her head down. Shall I'll get Master
Grun?
Master Grun for you.
Oh, thank God. I'm sitting here going, it's a different timeline. In ours, Grun lost his arm. Maybe something worse happened over here.
One-armed man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's still Grun, right?
When she walks away, I'm gonna whisper to the others, is like, she seems like less of a brat in this time.
Studying under a temple may help with that.
You remember, Whisper, the story she told you as both of her parents had been killed and the blade had come to her in that moment, and you can imagine a different life for an orphan in Vasselheim without a purpose being delivered from the gods, and that is how you get this version of Seraphina. But after a short order, as she disappears into the temple labyrinth, Grun, make the very familiar version of Grun, making his way out. You see him kind of the upper version of his garb kind of hung down around his waist as he is just stretching out the muscles, the sweat kind of dripping from his body as he seems to be mid.
Hot.
All right, at ease, all of you. Jeez Louise. The fresh from a training session as he makes his way out, kind of stretching out the shoulder. Can I help you with something?
Gonna pull out the symbol. And I'm gonna pull out the Javelin of Lightning, which was a gift from Cord.
Yeah.
Time is short. We need your help.
You see him kind of grab hold of the gi, essentially, and kind of shrug it over his shoulders. All right, well, what are we doing?
A half-orc named Sema-Yor intends to revive the Titan and level Vasselheim. We come from a time where she already has, and we've come back in time to stop her. The more people we have on our side, the better.
You see him just kind of hold a hand out, as if waiting for something, before this large hammer.
Nah.
Two dwarven faces on either side of it appear in his hand, like fly towards his hand. You see the bolt of lightning kind of crackle off, arcing across him as it falls into his grip. He slams it down to the ground with a burst of lightning. As Cord commands.
We have days. Not weeks, not months, days. Arriving by boat, coming from Westrune, which she probably already destroyed. Some of your forces.
Do we need another photo?
No, I'm sure we're fine. The point is, she's going to be attempting to get into the chest cavity of the Titan to retrieve the heart of it and put a sword into it to revive it. Sword acts like a key. We'll probably need 3 different groups. One at the Titan, one at the walls, one at the docks, I assume. I'm looking at Phoenix. We may also need medics because she is a very, very big threat.
Yeah.
Well, I'll trust you. What is your name?
Sorry, I'm Gormrog. This is Finnick, Whisper, Zarel, Cilantro.
I don't care about your pets. I'll
I was going to tell you the rest of them, but...
Nope. I'll gather the forces. Where should we strategize?
We don't have a place yet. But I can send a messenger at some point later today.
What, Whisper?
Whispers is actually making this face this whole conversation, but not saying anything
Okay.
yet.
I just want to make sure you had the chance if you wanted to say something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Master Gormrog. We'll start getting the troops ready. Should I...
Earthbreaker.
He kind of looks over your shoulder as you get ready to say that. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Arius, you with them?
Wait, is it Arius or is it Thorn?
Oh, it's Thorn. I'm sorry.
Right now.
I'm sorry. Thorn. I'm looking at the wrong notes.
Sorry.
I apologize. You're good catching me. Thorn. I thought she looked familiar. I'm guessing this is Finnick. Yeah, I'm trying to get him to meet us back at the keep. I don't really know what's going on, so we'll.
Were you not listening? I
I'll
just
send
explained
you-
the whole thing.
I get
twice.
I get that, but I'm still I'm listening to
Well, maybe if Phoenix
Lady
says it out
Callista.
loud, it will, permeate that.
I don't know who this is. If Grun, if you want to kill him, by all means.
No,
It was a joke.
no.
It was a joke, lady. I'm sorry. You know me. I'm a kidder.
Yeah.
Really don't.
I'm gonna look at Phoenix and go, Soul Cage.
Prepare the delegation just to meet up at the keep. I'll see if I can get them there. They need us for something too, so I will try and kind of get them to meet there to organize all this. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Lady Sonda. You see,
No.
Chriselle.
you see Earthbreaker Groom kind of tilt towards you. Chriselle?
Chriselle.
Yeah.
Glance towards Thorn for a moment. Lady Chriselle. So the keep, is that a fair meeting place at least?
Really trying to get us to creep.
Can I make an insight check, please?
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check. What are you trying to insight?
I wish to discern if Grun thinks that is a viable option and would be a safe place to meet.
Sure.
And also, if he thinks Thorn can viably get the delegation to come and meet to discuss this.
Sure. Roll an insight check.
Whoa, fell off.
Which
the
you have
desk.
advantage on from Silvery Barbs.
I don't know
From
how long
a
that
while
lasts.
It just says on the next roll that they make.
Ha.
Should be a
All right.
duration, but it's fine. I'll take the advantage.
So that is not high enough, so I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
That's a lot better. Plus 3 puts me at a 16.
Grun has always been a difficult person to read. He is very stoic in his delivery.
Mhm.
You, in the past, have noticed tells or ticks when he is lying.
Mm.
With a 16, you don't notice any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it at that.
Shit. Master Grun, if you think that is a viable option, I will defer to you. We just got to the city.
Master Gormrug, I would encourage you to follow Thorn's lead on this. The Dawn Riders are a reliable force in the city.
I'm
Just
gonna
look at Fennec.
I'm gonna throw this in. I'm gonna say, well, Grun, if you think it's a good idea, and hopefully you'll make it out with both your arms this time. All right, group, let's go. Next stop.
As we're heading out, I'm gonna look at Thorn and go, can you just get the whole head of everybody together?
If that's what Lady Corsella asks of me, yeah. More than capable.
Yeah.
Look
Then
at Finnick.
do it. I don't.
I underestimated your influence.
It's not
I
my
apologize
influence.
for that.
I defer to the lady and her parents.
Then-
Question. Groon, lady and her parents. We've been gone for a little bit. New to this whole thing, shebang. They wouldn't happen to be in charge of the city or anything like that.
No, of course not.
It seems like everybody, really, really likes to do what they see.
Well, they provide the primary defense force for the city,
Oh, okay.
so they've given themselves a certain leeway in being able to call some of our leaders' attentions.
Okay.
Then do it. Gather them.
As you wish.
That would be appreciated. Should we find a residence for the night?
Slayer's take first.
Slayer's take. Yes. Sorry. Good point.
And the second that I'm assuming if we move on,
We're moving on,
Whisper
yeah.
wants to find a moment to like whisper to all of you.
Mhm.
What if we are warning people about something that's not going to happen? Because Serafina didn't have the blade here, and Phoenix parents might not be evil here. Did Westrun actually get destroyed? We don't know. What if we're assembling all these help, and then nobody comes, and then nobody's ever gonna believe us?
Picking up what you're putting down.
Are the blades even here?
Wait.
Well,
And
because
I
you still
don't-
have the blades, right?
Yeah, but
It's not.
we
the
also
blade
have
she's
memories
after.
from. But I don't know. I don't understand time. But we also have memories from things that aren't here, too, is what I'm realizing.
To that point, DM, may I make a history check on this new life of ours?
I was just gonna ask the same thing.
Sure.
Can all of us make a history check on this?
Yeah, I'll say you can all go ahead and make history checks at advantage. Everyone at advantage. What history are you looking for? I'll ask each of you after you roll.
Okay. Oh no.
I got 2 8s,
Nice.
but I have a +5 to my history, so that's a 13.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna just go so it's simple for me. Whisper, what'd you roll?
13. Bless you.
18?
13.
13. And what information are you looking to pull from your other life?
Is there a history of us encountering Sammy and Raynor
Okay.
when they tell us about the blades for the first time?
Okay. You have that memory. It's different than the way it was that you recall in your earlier life, I'll say. They were more adamant about you joining them, and there was no reference to them having any shards of the blade or any of the blades. Because if you remember, Raynor suggested that he might have a shard of the death blade.
Mm-hmm.
That is no longer the case. He never makes that reference, and he only references having the fire blade, and Sammy only references having the earth blade. You do recall them.
Ready?
You do recall an attack on Western, though you don't remember seeing either of them actually in the attack. there were just elementals as far as you saw in that assault.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that with a 13. Gormrock, what did you roll?
13.
Same information.
Um,
Unless there's something specific you're looking for, I apologize.
something specific. I want to know if we know they're trying to revive the Titans.
Yes, that information is still there. That is their
Okay.
intention. There's no new or detracted information as far as that being their goal.
Okay.
They've tried to convince you using freedom and a disconnect from the gods. That's all still the same. Finnick, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Is there any specific information? Oh, I apologize. Is there any specific information you're looking for?
I was going to ask about the attack on Westrun.
Okay. With a 19, you recall the attack on Western. You recall a little bit of a different memory. You didn't have to make the expeditious retreat from the city. You were able to be more of a part of it. You don't remember a final showdown between Raynor and Percy. And that's pretty much all you get with the 19.
Oof.
Zaro, is there any information you want to get? You're not really part of that memory,
Right.
but if there's anything you'd like to get with what'd you roll first off?
I'm at a 19.
Okay. Any
Nice.
information you want to pull from your history?
Yes, I'm wanting to know the current state of the city because I feel like the power hierarchy, I guess, because it seems like maybe it's like shifted in a way.
Sure.
Maybe like came back because people were corrupt and I'm trying to do this, but maybe they are not as corrupt and maybe they do, like my parents do know about me or
Yeah. So you look back through your memories. A lot of it is similar. There is the secrecy of your birth and the reverence that your mother had for your birth and her feeling the need to hide it and
oh.
and a bit of what's the best way to word this? You remember her talking about your father often
Mm-hmm.
and admiring him, and there is a love there that she has for him,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't ever remember meeting him or seeing him.
Right, which is that's the same as my original.
Your grandfather you do remember meeting.
Oh.
He was not a good person to you. And very often he would make you hide your wings.
Okay.
And very much Angel from X-Men.
I literally was about to say that. It's giving very X-Men last or X2.
Yeah, the third X-Men movie, the garbage one. Very much that, where he is constantly telling you to hide those, and they are not. He respects them, like he appreciates them, and he knows that there is a value to it, but he is constantly telling you to not show them, and that memory sticks in your mind as a child the most. The shame of having them, and as you look back at the memories as an adult, you can tell that there is a reason he's telling you to hide them, but what that reason is unknown to you still.
Unknown. Okay, and my father still doesn't know about me.
Correct.
Ah, okay.
You also have no memory of the Inquisition, which you've heard from the rest of the party, though you didn't
Mhm.
spend a tremendous amount of Vasselheim during that time period. But
Right,
you've
right.
never heard rumor or whatnot of them. The Dawn Riders you're familiar with.
Okay.
They have been a military force in the city for the last probably 20 to 25 years.
Okay.
There's been nothing besides positive, glowing reviews to their actions. And besides that, that's about it.
And her family, and Phoenix family, there's no like corruption. I'm gonna say corruption there, but I wouldn't know anything about what
As
their
far
family.
as you know, her parents have run the Dawn Riders for the last 20 to 25 years without incident.
And they're the same people who ride the Wyverns, correct?
No, though that's the Platinum
No.
Guard.
Platinum Guard, Dawn Riders. Okay, got you. Okay, for sure. Huh. Huh. Well,
Okay. So, if these new memories are to be trusted, this is still a threat.
just
We-
not as much as we. I mean, we did ask to be sent back days before the attack, so I'm assuming that if
The
we
attack
got
will
sent
still
back,
happen.
the attack is still happening because we're getting sent days before the attack. So
Yeah.
Good
it's got to
point.
be happening, right?
Yeah.
Or we
No, you're right. That makes sense. That follows a trail of logic.
right, or we would have been
Um,
sent back to at least the timeline where the attack is happening.
Yeah.
I will say, as you have given him an order, you see Thorn take that and begin to make his way out, leaving you alone in the Temple of Cord with Grun.
well, on our way to the Slayer's Take.
Correct. As you all make your way off to the Slayer Stake.
Mhm.
As soon as he leaves, I just let out a heavy sigh and just sort of put my forehead on Gormog's shoulder.
Put my arm around you.
What is this? What is going on?
Timeline differences. You may find yourself looking at the same faces that you remember associating heavy trauma with. That will not be those people.
I don't want to have to go through this again.
It's kind of what I'm trying to tell you. You might have an opportunity here, not problem. You may get the parents that you want, not the parents that you had. I can't guarantee that. We haven't met them yet, but you may find yourself face to face with parents who aren't brainwashed by some space slug, who actually care about you, who didn't destroy towns for fun under a false god.
Yeah.
Who may
Well,
even be able to help you with your chains.
question: if they're not the parents that she had, they didn't do all that terrible stuff. Brain slug. Would they know about the chains, or do we kind of
Yes.
need? We kind of need the way they are, so they would know about the chains.
I can only think there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, and that make your prickly over here happy.
Do you still want the parents you told me you once wanted?
I mean, loving, kind, accepting parents who
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't want that.
Would you be able to accept it if they were? This time.
It would take work. And a lot of relearning about, or I guess educating myself on what they're actually like in this timeline. But
We may be about to do that. And we may be walking into a room of horrible people. Are you prepared to put aside expectation and go in with an open mind?
it's gonna be difficult, but I'm willing to try.
And like Zarel with his family, you won't have to do it alone.
I mean, and it seems like in this timeline, you can bend anybody to
What?
a pretty sweet
You
deal. Oh,
You cut out a little bit.
I said it seems like in this timeline you can bend anybody to will. So, you know, seems to be helping.
We'll see. Whisper? You've got a thinking face on.
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Yeah. So, when I was training at the Cobalt Soul, there was expositors and there's archivists, right? People who keep knowledge and people who do things, basically. The books and the battles. There was an expositor who was training us who said, sometimes when you're out in the field, things change real fast, real drastically. And I don't know that this is what they had in mind, but they said you have to be like water. You know, water bends around curves, it fills different containers, it changes shape, speed, flow based on its environment. So when the environment changes, so should you. I'm going to look at Finnick, and I'm going to look at Zarel. Our environment's changed. And I don't know if this is because of that teacher, because of the blade that I got now, but I'm trying to be like water. Just adapt. figure this out, because we have a Vasselheim that's in danger. That hasn't changed. But we may have allies where we once had enemies. We may have enemies where we once had allies. We are missing some powerful allies. Oh, I haven't processed that yet. But, we're gonna have to adapt. Otherwise, we're not gonna win.
I agree. Also, if all else fails, you can always get the wizard out of the sack.
Oh my god, you with the sack wizard.
I feel like we got something there, team. I really do.
As a last resort, Zerl.
As a last resort, you said it, holding it to it.
Last resort.
Last resort.
Are we at the...
Yes.
We're walking and talking. Yeah.
Yes. As you find yourselves at the door of the Slayer's Take, you enter in. You see a tiefling woman behind the counter. Deep purple skin, this short, tousled brown hair. Bright white eyes that are pupilless. This finely crafted brown and black studded leather armor with this tiny cloak kind of fixed to the shoulder, covering one half of her body. Can I help you all?
Yeah. I heard you all were the toughest group around. And
Duh.
we might need your help in somebody really dangerous who's coming to attack this city soon. I'm willing to hire you if you're willing to help us.
Well, I'm certain we can come across some deal if that is something you're interested in.
I'm also interested in joining, but that can wait until after, when I show you all how tough I am in the fight. So,
Well, I'm quite sure. What is your name?
I'm Whisper.
Oh. Roll a deception check for me, Whisper.
I'm not. What am I deceiving? 18.
If I can find my... Yeah, I was right. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, Whisper, right? That's what you're saying your name is?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't happen to be something else, would it?
No?
No, it wouldn't. Why can't I find your original name? Help me out, Jim.
Labia.
Lebiel.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen to be a Lebiel, because we heard rumor that you were coming this way.
And if there was such a rumor, who would you have heard that from?
Oh, there's a... She kind of reaches underneath and begins to... You hear the shuffling of papers as she brings out this wanted poster and just kind of slaps it down on the desk. A wanted poster you're very familiar with, Whisper. It wouldn't be Lebiel. I remember all of my bounties. You see her kind of put a hand down on her chin.
Oh, look, they got my face a little bit better this
Yes,
time.
they did wonderful on it.
I'm gonna slide in between
Mm,
and go. I think you might be mistaken. She really has one of those faces,
Mm,
very, 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 very familiar. And it's Wispar.
yes.
Hey,
Lady Lileron, is that how you pronounce it?
no.
Uh,
I'm gonna look at Whisper and I'm going to calmly turn around and go, I don't think so.
excuse me.
I have a question. How much is the bounty?
Oh, the bounty is 500,000 gold.
Oh, we're fucked.
Never.
Can I use persuasion on this person?
You can certainly try.
Can I roll for it? Or
You can,
Mademoiselle, I think this is
you can certainly try, my friend.
bad idea.
why is it a bad idea? It's either that or I use charm person.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That might be
Mm-mm.
better.
This just being here is a bad idea.
Well, we're already here, so
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not stopping
Okay.
you. I'm just saying.
Gomrog.
Yep. Gormark's not here. It's just dumb.
His scream right now internally trying to and I'm thinking soul cage.
Oh dear God.
Maybe mass suggestion.
What are you trying to do
How
right now?
poorly did you roll?
Huh?
Said,
Oh,
how
I'm sorry.
poorly did you roll?
I need to roll. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Do I still have advantage?
Nope.
I'm afraid.
Mhm.
Come on. Okay. I rolled a 5.
Yes, I'm
Plus.
sorry. Unfortunately, no
But
matter what bonuses he has, it's not going to matter for 500,000 gold.
I have 13 plus 13.
So, Lady Lalaron, welcome to the Slayer Stake.
I'm looking at them and I'm going,
Time to go. Fog cloud.
As you begin to cast Fog Cloud, the floor opens up beneath you
Ooh.
as that small bit of grating that you've been stepping on falls away. And you all 4 slide down, descending deep into the bowels of the Slayer's Take. Falling into darkness, you see as the light drifts away from you all,
oh,
the darkness enveloping you. And as your eyes adjust, I think all of you having dark vision, you find yourselves in a similarly sized room. Darkness around you all, an altar almost ahead of you, as the light padding of footsteps moves from the darkness in front of you.
Oh no.
This feminine face pushing into your vision. Her long hair cascading down shoulders, down arms that are not human. As
not really.
its lioness paws, post the hind legs begin to come as the rest of her body pushes from the shadows as this kind of sphinx sits there in front of you,
A what?
Gynosphinx. It's a sphinx that is woman.
Ah. Hey, how big is?
Compared to you,
Yes.
Big.
This is set. You guys said this is set in the world of what's it called?
Critical Role.
Critical Role. That Sphinx.
That one.
mm-hmm.
You kidding me?
Nope.
That one.
The one that lives beneath the Slayer's take.
As
That one.
you all kind of gather yourselves, she lays down, her one hand draping over the other, the golden bands wrapped around her wrists. Ooh. You're all out of time, aren't you?
Just about.
How did you all get here?
Archfey.
They'll do it. My
Gormrog
name, as
is
you all may or may
frozen.
not be aware, is Osisa. It is a pleasure to meet you all, Fists of Fate. You seem to have lost some people since you've started.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yep.
Well,
Are you gonna eat us?
Of course
Whisper.
not, Whisper.
It's a valid question, though.
I'm not a brute.
so gonna help us make sure Alzheim doesn't get destroyed again.
You didn't come to me the first time you did this.
I didn't know you were here.
I didn't know you were a thing. I'm new to the group.
You got close, but I feel like there's something that popped up and stopped you all. Anyways, it's a pleasure to finally get to meet you all.
Well, gonna help us?
Of course, Zara. More than happy to help. I mean, wouldn't do me very good if the city was turned into a crater again.
Yeah, not a good look.
Whisper, I serve Lady Ioun. She knows all. When you guys
I was gonna
describe
ask,
the
how do you know our
timeline,
names?
I can see it on your face. I'm not a fool. Yes, that face. You did a great job. When you all altered the timeline, or at least your timeline, that information passed to Lady Ioun, and she has shared that information with me. Which is why I know what your perspective, let's say, is.
Okay.
That being said,
Ooh.
what can I do to help? Obviously, the Slayer's Take will help you on your mission, yes. What else can I do?
Erasing a specific $200,000 gold bounty might benefit us as well.
I don't know if I can do that. I can't control those things.
What about helping
Worth a
maybe
shot.
dispel some evil demonic chains off of a certain friend that might it's really attached to an arm that it's on, but you know. Options.
Aww.
Let me see them, Finnick.
That was so selfless, Sarah.
Yeah, I just don't want to be front.
She kind of reaches up a paw and just you see a claw begin to extend from her paw as she grips onto the chain and begins to give it a little tug, and you see the fire kind of flash up her finger. That's interesting. I see you're cursed on both timelines.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Damn it.
At least you've got a family
God
here.
damn it.
Yeah.
What? Are you able to tell me anything about this curse?
Hmm. You were born into it. That's why your parents hated you on the other timeline.
Oh. Wait. So does that mean they love her on this one?
Well, I feel like that's already proven itself to you.
Not.
We're still a little unclear.
Yeah.
Well, you'll find out, I'm sure.
One question I do have, a little off topic. Thank you, Zeril, for bringing that up, though.
You're welcome.
Are you able to tell us where Samayor is right now?
She's still on her way.
So she is coming.
Though I don't think she's alone this time.
I was literally gonna ask that. Jeez.
You see her kind of sniff deeply as almost pulling in all of the senses into this moment. Yeah, no. If your memory serves, she was alone before. She's not anymore.
And when you say, like, not alone, do you mean, like...
Particular smoldering human.
What's up,
Or...
Frank?
I have another question, but it's for after she answers if it's Raynor with her.
I can't see the future. I only know so much.
Was it one somebody or a bunch of somebodies?
I just know she's on her way with reinforcements.
I personally have just one more question. Well, technically two. Do you know where the other blades are, and are you willing to tell us?
Of course.
Huh.
I don't know their exact position, but the air blade was down in Marquette last. It was seen and relayed to one of Lady Hayun's clerics. And the water blade was held by a pirate in the Shattered Teeth.
And the fire blade?
That is still held
Raynor has
by
it.
Reyna, as you call him. Though there's a bit of a difference here. I smell a life blade on you, Whisper. That's interesting. I wonder if that's better or worse for that girl. I mean, she didn't die this time, right? At least not yet.
Oh. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better or worse, but it's different.
I don't think it's our place to say if it's better or worse.
Yeah. Many circumstances are different.
Mm. I see. Well, you've come far, Gormrock.
Thank you.
uh, anything else I can help you with, Fists of Fate?
What am I wanted for?
Patricide, matricide,
Huh.
regicide.
Killing your parents, killing a lord or lady or king or queen.
Whispered.
Is there a lunar dragon out there?
I believe he was recently released.
Cool.
Shit.
Okay. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I've got a plan.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Okay.
Is there anything you want?
I would love for my home to not be turned into a crater again.
Cool. Yeah. Working on that.
Definitely.
That's your ask of us?
That's about it, yes.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. All right.
For the record, Gormrog hasn't moved an inch this whole time.
I think we've all been
Oh,
kind of like.
yeah.
Quaking.
Is there anything
Just-
you can give us to help win this battle?
Yeah. I think so. You've proven yourselves. I mean, you've traveled time to get here, right? The least I can do. Kind of blows breath across all of you. You feel a magic sink into your skin. Dante, turn your volume down because it is suddenly echoing very loudly.
What?
You all, for the next, when the time comes, you all will be under the bless spell for the duration of the day. Lady Ayun wishes you well. And should you repair your mistake, we shall talk again. Now,
Thank you.
please. She kind of motions her head towards the exit that you now see.
Zal, you're muted.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, okay, everybody, let's not overstay our welcome.
I'll begin to head towards the exit.
Whisper,
Thanks.
as you begin to move and turn your back towards Osisa, you feel just a thump behind you as one singular claw grips the back of your shirt. I have something to discuss with our felon.
Okay.
Well, bye, Whisper. Get a little.
And she'll catch up.
Promise.
Of course, Gormrock.
She said she wasn't gonna eat us. So.
She didn't say anything about stepping on you, squishing you, ripping you thunders or anything. I think he'll be fine.
I'm
All right, you
not a
guys, let's go outside.
savage.
She's promised you'll catch up. And I'm looking at Whisper.
Mhm.
Catch up.
Oh, where? The cube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you
And
all
I'll exit.
exit from the bowels of the Slayer's Keep, the Slayer's Take. Whisper, you turn as Osisa kind of brings her paw back and just rests it on it. We have much to discuss, my little elven druid. The moon is on the horizon because of you.
Doesn't it do that every night?
No, you know what I mean. The dragon you
Not-
released.
Oh, yeah.
He's growing stronger every day. He's bigger than when you left him.
Is that a problem?
It is for a creature like him. You have to make
That
a
he's
decision.
getting too big?
You
Or
have to make a decision, Whisper. And that's what we're going to call for tonight.
oh,
Mm.
I was like, can we do a shrink spell? Like, is that the problem?
Let's cast reduce on the dragon.
yeah. Oh, God.
Okay. Well, you finally got your Slayer's Take introduction. Probably not the way any of us wanted.
That was
Okay, so this week we have QPD on Wednesday. Crit Awards open tomorrow. Official nominations, you can go ahead and nominate anyone you want tomorrow. We are looking for nominations in, as I get it back up, and you can hold on for a second. Best one shot from Foodberry Cafe. We would like to be considered for Ikigai and Cracker Barrel Has Fallen. Jem, do you want to give us a little recap on those two things and why you think they were so amazing?
Sure. Ikigai was a GM-less narrative play game that you tell the story of a little fey creature. Its lifespan is only 24 hours, so you as the group go through and explain what happens throughout this little creature. Go around and add details and explain what happens to this little creature's life. And from that description, it doesn't sound like it's gonna be that crazy, but in playing that game, that was the first time I cried on screen. It was so moving, and it shows you like the power of just one little life could have, and the impact it could have. It was such a good game. And then Cracker Barrel Has Fallen just had a really wonderful cast. That the hijinks, the insanity, the characters were hilarious. Zero was in, or Date was in that as well. That I think they just brought a lot to the table for that one.
Yeah, but Day added a new rule to the channel for that, so I thank you for that, Day.
Did I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did. Please don't describe how to build a bomb is now a rule I tell to every single person who comes on anything on this channel.
I was just trying to inform the public how to keep themselves safe.
Anyways,
Sure.
you can catch both of those one shots on our YouTube channel at new_age_geeks. Same as our Twitch channel. The link should be in our About Me below. As far as other categories we would love to be considered for are Best Legacy Twitch and Best Legacy YouTube channel. We were nominated for Best Upcoming YouTube channel last year, so I feel like help help us out, get us out on that best legacy. Underdogs lead the way. As far as best players for D&D, Jem and Cece would both love to be considered for their participation in this show as Finnick and Whisper for best player for a D&D thing. For best player in a Paizo game, Jem would love to be considered as Thistle the Fairy Fury for the Wrestle Ultima game on Pencil's Table. And best makeup and costume obviously has to go to Jem. The commitment alone deserves a nomination because she has been in costume on every single episode of Forging Fates. Even when she is not feeling great, she still puts on the ears, still puts on the crown, and does the best she can. So I think that at least deserves a nomination. You can catch us next week for Forging Fates, and if there's a nom I'm not catching here, by all means tell me. Finnick, CC.
Oh, best series for D&D. You can either nominate Forging Fates or Queer and Present Danger.
Yes, those are also eligible categories we are eligible for. No magic item you wanted to nominate?
What?
No magic item you wanted to nominate?
No, I'm okay.
I'm making sure we're good.
They still need some work before they get any nominations.
Okay.
Ethereal Blade.
This week we have QPD on Wednesday, and that is currently it. Next week you can catch us for an episode of Investigation Check, where I will be interviewing. That doesn't sound right. Savannah, the DIY witch from Not Quite Novelist, is who I am going to be interviewing next week. That's all I've got, guys. See, Jem will not be with us next week because she has another appointment that she will be doing. Stick around for the raid. I've got nothing else. If you guys got nothing else, remember, we love you, geeks. Good night.